Hi. There I am. Me and my radiator. How are you guys doing? This is the last stream, so, you know, get the best of it. If you have any questions, I am here to answer them. Oh, I see that the lighting isn't really that bad today. But you can't really see what my hair really looks like. That's too bad. Okay. Yeah, so the first thing I'm gonna tell you is that, well, my hair is weird. Anyway, that I bought primer today, like, for makeup, and I used it for the first time today, and I discovered that it actually does something, which is surprising. So, just news for today. Yeah. So if you're wondering, usually stuff doesn't do anything for me. So, like, like when it comes to makeup and cosmetics and this kind of thing. Yeah, just so you know, primer actually does the job. Like, it really smooths your skin so that when you use like concealer or anything, it does make it easier and nicer to look at. You kind of get this porcelain? Is that how you say it? I guess. Skin, like, effect. That bright something is Christmas lights, but yeah, the lighting isn't the best, so it would definitely look better in daylight. But we get like 2 hours of daylight these days, so whatever. Yeah, this is actually like, um, I forgot a word, like moving Christmas lights. Yeah, I even announced on Discord that this stream is happening, because it's the last one. The previous one I advertised there was the September one with the Taylor Swift quiz. So yeah, I don't know if that does anything, but we'll see. Oh, someone joined the Discord. Hi there. I am pretty sure that the Discord is in the description somewhere. If not here, then under a random video. It's not literally 2 hours of daylight, obviously. I mean, I guess someone who doesn't live in the same country as I do could think that I meant that literally. That bright something. Okay, I'm gonna actually fix my hair and make the splitting more even because I really don't like it. I feel like my scalp is kind of emphasized here. Wait, can I do it just looking at the camera? Yeah, that's better. I still have like some spotting from the dye, and I don't really like that. I really hope that I can clean this out before the holidays. What's the weather like in Poland? Actually, right now, like, weather is such a troll. In so many times. It's right now it's like +5 Celsius degrees, so all the snow has melted and it's just like shit. Uh, and it's raining. It's the worst weather that you can get in winter, especially around Christmas time. Like, just like the day before yesterday, we had perfect snow just lying on the ground, and it was like -5. So the snow was just there. Nothing was melting. It wasn't slippery or anything. And now It's really bad. Well, it is warmer a little bit, but it's just really bad. In what program did you make your channel background graphic, if I may ask? Wojciech is a even bigger troll than the weather. um, Shit is not really that bad of a word. Of course I say it. I mean, I say all the words really, but on the channel I do say shit sometimes, especially on at live streams. But in videos sometimes too, if I don't have a better word. But you know, if I like in Polish, if I say gówno or dupa or stuff like that, like it's a slight swear word. It's like not slight. That's not a good word. It's like a light swear word, let's say. So yeah, it's not really that, you know, like most of the time you don't even have to like beep it out, you know. In my part of Northern Europe is it's all snowy and dark, but it's like -1, so it's also all shite and mud everywhere. Yeah, yeah. It's like right before Christmas we get like +7 Celsius degrees and everything melts and it's just really bad. So yeah, in Gdańsk it isn't raining. Well, it isn't raining right now. It was just raining a little bit, I guess, today, or maybe only the like prognosis was like the forecast only showed that it was supposed to rain and it wasn't really raining. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't notice that your background graphic is plain lilac here. It's blurple. I love this term. It's the Sims 2 color. Okay. I was recently searching for clothes in this color, and it's really freaking hard to find because it is like you can say that this is lilac, I guess, because it's a very cold kind of purpley shade. But when I was looking for lilac, I didn't really find that much stuff that was really in this particular colors. And when you find when you search for blue, you just get all kinds of blue, you know. And there isn't a category for blurple or like the Sims 2 color. It's actually I was looking up the color on the site that you have like a color wheel and it shows you the names for the color, and apparently this color is portage. That is what it's called, really. I don't know. But colors are like very abstract and really hard to define, really. Like, you know, you Google one color and you get like 5 shades. So it's really hard to tell. But yeah, you were talking about my background on my Polish channel. Let me look at it. I usually use Artweaver for stuff like that. I am Googling for myself on YouTube. Yeah, like because a friend made it for me, like the base of it. I just put obviously the instant gaming thing because that's like a partnership. Yeah, I just put it there in the triangle somewhere. But yeah, I took the background picture, I think, from screenshots from my game. I blurred it and then I put Helianthus on the cover too, on top of it. So like the yellow and white stuff and the text and everything is made by a friend, but everything else is just put together in Artweaver. Artweaver is like GIMP. Is that how you say? GIMP? Is it GIMP or GIMP? I think it's GIMP. Anyway, so there are plenty of software of different kind of programs that do the same exact thing. I think there's also like paint.net or something that does the same thing too. It's just like, you know, you can work with layers and clip stuff and yeah, it's kind of like Photoshop for poor people. It just has all the basics that you need for graphics like that. So I just use Artweaver. I will actually type that in the chat because that might not be very obvious how to spell it. Yeah, it's a free software. Technically, you can get like Artweaver Plus, but I never got it. And yeah, you can just do basic stuff in it. It's completely free. Please don't give me Fahrenheit temperature. I can't read that. Where I live in Mexico, we get like 30 days of rain a year. Wow. Oh wow, minus in Netherlands aren't really that cold. Um, -5 and now +14. Oh man, such an amplitude. Yeah, 20 degrees difference in 1 week. That's so weird. But yeah, weather be like that, unfortunately. Like it's kind of like you can never get white Christmas in Poland because it was white all around Christmas. And when it's close to Christmas, suddenly it's like November again, you know? Why is your face swollen? Is my face swollen? No, it's just fat. I am very thin in general, so you know, the fat that I eat has to go somewhere. So, like, it doesn't go into my boobs, it doesn't go into my arms or anything. I mean, my hands are pretty big, but it just all goes into my face. So, just don't mind me and my fat face. Let's normalize fat face on thin people, like in The Sims 3. I am a Sims 3 sim. What is your outfit or infit today? My infit. Well, honestly, I never wear the same clothes inside as outside. I split them. So this is literally infit. I wouldn't go out in it, or if I went out in it, I wouldn't be back in it. It's like, yeah. So it's complicated, but yeah. I am just wearing a cardigan, like red brick color cardigan, like Rusty. I call him Rusty. Like this is literally this cardigan's name, Rusty, and like a striped T-shirt. This is a T-shirt with red thingy here, and like sweatpants that are actually in lilac, in lilac color. Don't talk to me or my fat face, yeah. I mean, if you want to say something, say it to my fat face. I am not good in Celsius as I am American. Well, if you really need to give me temperature, do it like Ali Sims did. Just Google it and give me the like both of the temperatures. I can sometimes more or less like sometimes with certain temperatures I know that like 90 degrees is kind of like 40 and 30 is kind of like around, I can't remember, around 5 in Celsius or something. Like I can kind of estimate it sometimes, but because I just remember numbers, you know, but most of the time I really can't. Easter is white these days. Yeah, it's really more likely to have snow, especially if it's a year when Easter is really early, like still in March. Then yeah, it's very likely to have snow in March, usually more likely than December. But when I think I already talked about it in the previous stream, but when I saw that it was snowing in November, I was like, that is not normal. Global warming is really a thing. Climate change is a thing because, like, it would snow even in October sometimes, like years and years ago, you know? I remember that from childhood. Like, when I was getting my parrots, my budgies, I remember that I was like 11. It was snowing in October, but the snow never stayed on the ground, and it wasn't snowing very much. Like it was just snowing for a little bit and then it was raining again, you know, or something like that, or hailing or something. And yeah, so it's not really that normal in this country to get snow on the ground and like blizzards in November or October. It was in November, but yeah, I was like, it's really still fall. That is not normal. I was happy that there was snow, but yeah, but it was just so strange. So yeah, it's kind of like I do feel like it's kind of moving. Usually we don't really get that much snow in even December, like ever. Like January is the most snowy month, I guess, or February sometimes too. But it can snow in March as well, like a lot. So yeah, so it's kind of like moving, and also for several years now, I don't think we ever had like proper spring. It's just like it's cold, cold, cold. It's like winter, winter, winter. Like folly weather in winter also, and then suddenly summer. Suddenly it's 25 degrees outside and you can just wear shorts. It's super weird, but especially that I like spring. I don't really like that it happens or that it doesn't happen, I guess. Yeah, but I remember this one winter. That was the first year when I moved to Gdynia. I was really surprised that it's supposed to be a little bit technically colder in the summer and slightly warmer in the winter. Like it's more like balanced kind of the temperature here in the north of the country. But I was surprised that there was actually so much freaking snow that winter, and it was really cold. And then I was really tired of all the cold and everything, and I was just waiting for spring, and it never came. It like up until the end of April, it was just wintry. It was a little bit warmer, but it was very wintry, and you couldn't see any leaves or anything. And then suddenly, on like the 25th of April, it was warm, just warm, like 20 degrees all of a sudden. So it's not that's not spring. That's already summer. um. What? Wait. I need to clip the thing because I have like a Tumblr, a Sims Tumblr. I live in Malta. Oh man, lucky. And it's warm quite a lot here. Yeah, I know. Like you go there in February and it's like 20 degrees, I think. But you know, like countries like Italy are also pretty warm. I was in Italy at like between October and November, mostly the beginning of November, and it was like 17 degrees. So really, in Poland it's usually really cold at that time, but not this year though, because it was like really warm, still at the beginning of November, and also like it was warm enough so that not all the leaves fell off trees, and then suddenly snow. So like nature doesn't really know what to do anymore. I was watching your Polish channel yesterday just for fun because I didn't understand Polish. But it was fun anyway. Well, I'm glad. It is weird to watch stuff like this. I have one channel, one Italian channel that I'm subscribed to. It's not a big channel. It's just Sims stuff that I just saw in the Sims group that someone advertised their videos, and I watched just like a little bit of it. I was like, whoa, that's like you're talking really fast. It's a thing, right? When you're listening to a foreign language that you don't understand, or you just understand like a few words, then you feel like they're talking really freaking fast. Worst part of it being cold is that we are beginning summer tomorrow. Oh yeah. Wait, are you the same person who lives in Brazil that has like, reversed seasons? I guess. I can't remember the username of that person. I don't know what she's saying, but I agree, yeah. Oh, gingerbreads, that's nice. 26 viewers, it's exactly what we get every time. Well, I will go on a Christmas break. So as you probably know already, there won't be any Genesis next week. There will be a video this week because I already finished it. Um, yeah, so I am taking like 6 days off. Because I'm going to just visit some family. Oh, it is you. Okay. Oh, I wish there was like automatic translation of um well, any YouTube video really. But I don't know. I don't know if it's really possible. I don't even know if there is automatic CC for other languages than English. I don't think there are automatic like subtitles for Polish because on some videos you can turn on CC and you will get automatic things like, that calls me multi-car and other things. Yeah, so there is something like that for English, but I don't know if it works for other languages. I've never seen anything like that for Polish. If there ever were any subtitles in Polish, then they are made by the creator or someone who works for them. So yeah, if there were automatic subtitles for other languages than English, then it wouldn't really be that hard to translate it on the way. Especially that YouTube and Google are the same thing. So and Google owns Google Translate and everything. So it could be possible if there was just like an automatic speech subtitles for other languages. They have Spanish ones. Okay, so I guess for like very used languages, maybe German as well, like the three most used. Maybe for some Asian, like Chinese, because that's also used very much. Yeah, like for the major, languages in the world, maybe there are those auto subtitles, but definitely not for Polish. I've never seen that. Yeah, they butcher every other word. Especially if someone has an accent like me. Also, it can like really confuse what you're saying. And also when you're using like names, it really butchers that. Like my name. Is it too hot? I hope not. Oh, a little bit, yeah. That's okay. Sometimes auto translator mixes languages up and thinks that Dutch is English and Kazakh is Russian. Oh man, that's the Dutch is English, really? I mean, if it confused Dutch with German, I mean, well, Dutch is kind of like mix of the two, I guess, but it sounds more German to me. I don't know. Dutch people speak excellent English though. Someone should make plum bob cookies. I think someone somewhere did. I wonder if it's easy to get this shape for like the cutout thingies. Huh. Yeah. I mean, like the gingerbread person is really easy, or for like a star or something, but or like Christmas tree shape. But for just like a rhombus, j- just a rhombus, I don't know if that's really like a common thing. That is more like German, not English. Yeah, I mean, it sounds more German to me. I just feel like there's like a slight Englishness into it, but I mean, all three languages are from the same family of languages, right? So that kind of makes sense. I have that shaped as a common one. Oh, did you make plum bob cookies? Gingerbread cookies in the shape of plum bob? That's perfect. And you can also decorate it with like the detail, so and with green so that it really becomes a plum bob. That's nice. How many days off do you have? How many I want? I am self-employed. Just a reminder. So, if I want to take 6 days off, I can just do that, just like considering that I am not going to be making money during that time. Or like making the stuff that will make me money in the future. So, yeah, but I really need that break. Oh, cool. What? I don't understand anything. I wasn't decorating, that's too much work for me. Yeah, I understand. But like only the shape. Like to me, as you can see, the shape is everything. The shape is enough. Africans is like Dutch English mix. Wow. That's weird. The only thing I can remember about this language is that it had a robotic voice in Google Translate. I think they fixed that already. But when I was doing like the Google Translate fun video, like the second part, I remember that it was like that. I think that was the first time when I actually said I'm self-employed. Hmm. Yeah. I mean, today I was thinking again. We will talk about languages. God damn it. Today I was thinking about because someone is saying that there are a lot of German words in another language, and today I was thinking of the word scheiß in Polish, that basically it just describes something that is not of the best quality. Like you buy something and it's not very good, you can call it scheiß. And we actually took it from, I'm pretty sure that we took it from the German Scheiße, that is basically shit. So, like, and we like turned it into not a swear word. It's just like, I mean, it's not a pretty word. It's not a nice word, but it's not a swear word either. So yeah, that's strange. But I guess in like corporation kind of language, there's also a lot of English and also a lot of words that are swear words, and people don't really care because in a foreign language you don't really think of this stuff. Like uh, I've had my students swear a lot. Maybe not a lot, but sometimes in my class, and I was like, would you say that in Polish? Would you say the equivalent of this word in Polish during class? If not, then don't. Because it's the same thing. Oh, I am definitely not playing free SO. Like, I pretty much stopped after the video I made like 6 years ago. I don't even have it on my computer anymore. Wiktionary, Wiktionary, it's Wiktionary, like the dictionary from Wiki, says that it is a borrowing word from German. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we have some of words taken from German. It's a pretty natural thing, other than English word as well, right? So, oh yeah, it is a Gaga song. Another person joined Discord. Hi. I actually set up rules on Discord recently. It's not very, I don't know, it's not very moderated or something. It's just a server. Barely anything happens there. But there was one guy who like hated on Jewish people, and I was like, first of all, ban, and second, well, okay, maybe it's time for like 4 rules or something. Just so that no one can tell me that they can say anything because there are no rules on the server, you know? Oh, actually, I just watched your video the other day of words from English that you use in Polish, like weekend, yeah. Yeah, a lot of people were saying in comments like, oh, but what about dwudzionek? What about something else? I can't remember the other word, but there are technically words in Polish that are the same meaning as weekend, and that were just like made up by people for a newspaper or whatever. It was like a contest or something. I think it was Zapiontek, the other one, like after Friday, whatever. Anyway, literally no one uses these words. They are just like fun facts or something, like historical fun facts that there were, like that people were trying to make a Polish word for that, but it just pretty much never happened. So because no one is using those words, so yeah, people were like, "What about this word?" I was like, "That's not even a word." It never made it to be a word. Funny how I am the member of Marticore Discord and I haven't even seen it. Okay then. Wait, I use kurwa a lot in my everyday speech. I use chuj even more in my everyday speech, but you can never know. Jedzący kartofle is eating potatoes? I think it's potato eaters. I think it's potato eaters, like the one of the first paintings by Van Gogh. Yeah, it's potato eaters, definitely. Yeah, I know that in a lot of languages, especially Romanistic languages, you get just end of the year, like il fine settimana, saying for a weekend. But I said in that video that I feel like there is a slight, like in Polish, there's a slight difference between koniec tygodnia and weekend. Like you kind of mean a different thing. You kind of use it in different contexts in Polish. So yeah, I mean, maybe it's just me. Because some people said in the comments as well that they don't see that. But, well. Thanks to you, I got a 6 in English classes. Wow. That's good. Good I at least do some teaching when I am not doing any teaching, really. After quitting teaching. A 6 is the best grade, by the way, for those who don't know. It's kind of like an A+. I mean, obviously we're using weekend in Polish because dwudzionek and zapiontek never made it, so that was my point, But we do use koniec tygodnia as well, but in a different context. Koniec tygodnia is, I mean, at least to me, is not the same thing as weekend. Even though it technically means the same thing. Really? In Russian is wychodnie? Maybe something like that, which sort of literally means days when you go out. I mean, I understood that because to us wychodne is also like, I don't know, it's not really that often used, but it's kind of like, I don't know, you have a baby and you can't really do much because you have a baby, and then uh you like find the time and someone who take care of the baby so that you can go out like one day, and you're like, mama ma wychodne. So I mean, obviously the father should be just as much of a parent as the mother, right? But it's just an example. Or like both parents can also have wychodne, because they can finally go out in all this madness, you know. Oh, huh, yeah. Well, yeah, if you spell that in the Cyrillic, I would be completely unable to read that. I have no idea how to read it. But in English, weekend and the end of the week aren't really the same. Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. But we also, yeah, okay. Yeah, I see that. So yeah, so it's pretty much the same in Polish. It just kind of means different things. But the difference is that one of the words for that in Polish is an English word, really, right? So it's like we had to borrow a word and then we changed, kind of changed the meaning of the other phrase. It's, you know? And in English, you just get both of them in English, you know? Okay. To me, Polish is a mystery, but so are the Slavic languages. Yeah, Slavic languages in general are weird, but Polish has, and Czech and Slovakian, those have an advantage of not having a new alphabet, like new letters, you know, like all of it. We only have a few letters that are like inside letters for Polish. Specifically, but we don't have like the whole like new signs, you know. So there's at least that, but we inflect everything, and that's hard, even for us sometimes. Sometimes you just try to inflect a word, and you're like, is that even a word? Because it's like sometimes I really Google things because I'm not sure, and I keep like I keep getting this, is this even still a word thing? Love your Polish podcast and waiting for more. Thanks. I was extremely anxious about that. No, I never tried to learn Cyrillic because I don't really need it. Why would I? I, I mean, I have a friend who just learned the Cyrillic because she wanted to know it for some reason. She doesn't speak any of the languages that have Cyrillics because there are different ones. But yeah, but she just learned to read it. I don't know, but I don't have the need. I miss your vlogs. I am actually planning to make a vlog on the Polish channel. Oh, I think German teachers are usually really strange. Yeah, I mean, aren't they? I've never had German in school. I only had French, but like whenever I hear or I knew who the German teacher was in my school, and I also remember that my brother, who went to the same school, had German with her, and I just like anything I ever heard about German teachers is just all negative. It's like they are really harsh, and you can't get stuff right. You can't even pass the subject sometimes, because they just make it harder. I'm not sure if I'll be doing vlogs on this channel though. Well, this is the last live stream that we do for just talking. So I am thinking of I want to keep in touch with you guys. So still, but not in such a boring way that is these streams. I think that are these streams. So I was thinking that we could do like a Q&A every quarter or something. Like, every 3 months I would just let you know that, hey, it's time for a Q&A. Maybe you have some questions for me, and then I will go through the questions and just make a normal edited video for that. Just an idea. Polish looks like scrambled letters to me. It does kinda. Someone said that it was in the tweets about Polish people. Someone said that Polish looks like you just smashed a keyboard, like a keyboard smash language. I think that exactly said. Yeah, I am doing a lot of changes in my content lately. Maybe it's like the end of the year kind of thing. I think so. But also I don't know. I just don't want to do the same thing over and over because it doesn't really lead to anything. Like, it doesn't lead to any progress, and eventually you can end up, um, just like not having people to watch it anymore because they get bored if you just do every if you just keep doing the same thing. And yeah, and I also want to do different things. Why do you need to learn so many writing uh signs and languages? Georgian has a different writing too. I need to see that. I didn't know that. I need to see that. Georgian alphabet. Holy crap. Okay. Okay, yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that. I didn't know it was Georgian. That's cool. That's actually kind of pretty. It looks a little bit like cursive-y. Very nice. For fun? That wouldn't be fun to me. I would get discouraged like this second day. Can you show your tattoo and show something about it? Um, okay. Well, it's a rhombus. I mean, it is a plumb bob. It is supposed to be, but like not a very obvious plumb bob. So it's a rhombus on my right hand. Um, well, I. Oh man. Okay. Where to start? I'd been thinking of getting a tattoo for like a lot of time, like years. Like since before I moved to Gdynia, I think so, over 5 years. Um, and I don't know. One day I guess I just felt ready. back in October this year. It was Inktober. And yeah, so before that, I would also look through those Instagram like accounts of people who do tattooing, and I would just choose the ones that seem like they do a similar thing that I would like to get. I guess it's just like a typical thing that you do when you want to get a tattoo. So yeah, I found a few. Then from time to time, I would remember about this and just make like a selection in those accounts and stop following some of them that after some time, I just thought that maybe this is not it. And I just ended up with writing to one guy, like, texting him on Instagram, like, hey, I want to get a rhombus tattoo, pretty small. Do you have like an opening or something, like when? And yeah, and I think 2 weeks from then, from that moment, I already got my tattoo. It was probably even less than 2 weeks. Yeah, so that's basically it. I think I got it on the 20th of October exactly. And only my boyfriend knew that I was getting it. And after I got it, I texted my friends and showed them that, hey, I got a tattoo. Hi there, surprise. So yeah, so it was kind of like a top secret thing, especially that it happened really fast. Is there anything more you'd like to know? When it comes to, I mean, first of all, I want to say that that I'd heard before. I mean, my boyfriend has two tattoos, and one of them is pretty big, and colorful and everything, and it took like 9 hours to make it. But yeah, but I heard this thing that when you have a tattoo, it's not really that big of a deal. You just kind of live with it. You just kind of don't remember that it's even there after some time. And that's exactly what happened with me. Like when I'm brushing my teeth, with my right hand in front of the mirror, I'm like, oh, okay, it's there. But other than that, I don't even remember. Like at the point when it just healed and everything, and it stopped being pointy, that I could feel it on my skin if I touched it. At that point, I kind of stopped thinking about it. It's just there. It's kind of like a beauty mark, I guess. You just live with it. I mean, it's very small, so it's not really that big of a deal. But, and you can actually regret tattoos and want to have them removed, and that's perfectly fine. But most of the time, you don't even think about it. Yeah, so I learned that to really be true for me as well. And when it comes to it hurting, because tattooing hurts because they are like putting needles inside you. For a tattoo that this small, it was okay. Like it hurt a little bit. I was like, okay. I mean, sure, that's a little bit uncomfortable. But also, it took like 20 minutes to make it, I think, so it wasn't even that long. But if it had been longer, I don't think I would have really felt it that much, because after a few minutes you really get used to it and it just kind of like itches. It doesn't hurt anymore after some time. Yeah, I guess in language schools, teachers are like any language teachers are usually better than in a normal school. It definitely depends on the country and what salaries teachers get, but in Poland it's crap, so yeah. My boyfriend is like a tattooed sweetheart. I mean, he has a colorful fox on his arm. That is actually really cute. What? I was very nervous when I got my first tattoo, and when it was done, my tattoo guy tells me, "You can go rob a store now." Still, a lot of people think that tattoos are only for criminals, which is so weird. Oh, because someone else said that they imagine that my boyfriend looks like a sweetheart. He kind of does. I have like 15 smallish and mediumish size tattoos on my arms. That's I think this is the style that I like the most. That you just have very little things just scattered around, like your arms, or something. I really like that. I really like what Marzia, PewDiePie's wife, did with her tattoos. She has like a lot of them just on her arms, just very little ones. That's exactly the style. Oh, I was also thinking of like icons from The Sims, but I couldn't really come up with anything that would be good for a tattoo in my opinion. Like I don't know, like I couldn't really like a cow plant. Nah, that's too big. Or like icons for lifetime ones or something. I don't know. There was just nothing that I could choose. Among some what? Among 10 English teachers I've had, only 2 actually knew the language. Wow. Do you have a picture of his tattoo that you can show us? I'm not sure. I don't think so. I mean, I would have to like dig really deep to find it. I don't know. Or maybe no, the tattoo artist who did it for him only did a story. It wasn't. Maybe it's a saved story. I'll try to find it, but I think she only did like a story. There wasn't a post or anything. What was her name? Oh man. Okay, I will have to look for the tattoo place first because we actually did our tattoos in the same place, just by different people. Huh, I don't know which one. Which one she is. Oh, wait, I know. I know. Okay. But how do I go to her account? Oh, okay. I see it. Oh, she doesn't really have that many saved stories. That sucks. No, it's not there. She does a lot of foxes though. A lot of them. And cats. I can see similar ones, but neither of them is actually his tattoo. Yeah, I didn't think she had a post for that. Sadly. Grilled cheese tattoo. No food tattoo because I would be hungry all the freaking time. What is on your list things to do before 40 now? Do you think I thought of things to do before 30 when I was 20? I didn't. So leave me alone. It's only been like 1.5 months, just a few weeks since I've been 30, okay? This is really hot. I need to open it up. I mean, I am considering getting more tattoos, but I am not planning anything in particular. But my boyfriend is. Just so you know. I don't know what exactly he's going to do. But yeah, he wants another one. He wants the third one. And speaking of Marcia, you technically have the same name as her. Isn't Marta the like another name? Isn't it actually an Italian name originally? Maybe I'll text him. We have a special Discord server just for the two of us, because he doesn't use Messenger that much. Wait, I need to write it in Polish. I mean, he would understand, but switching to Polish. I would get a Marticore tattoo. Stop. Don't. Marta and Marcia are both basically the same from... What? No, both basically are from Mars March. Oh, okay. Yeah, that is creepy. Okay, he's looking for it. Now that I think about it... No, he has it on his left arm. It's the left arm, yeah. I can't remember. Do you have Ghost Master's video waiting for upload? Why would I? It's not Spooktober anymore. Yeah, what? You don't have to be born in March to be named Marta. Well, you have to be born in August to be called August? Like... No. Well, I don't know why I was so surprised that there are two names that are like from the same that have the same origin. Because in Polish we have this thing that there are some names that, you know, there is like a full name, And there's a diminutive or like a short for this name. And then the short for this name is also like a separate given name. I mean, for Americans, that's not surprising at all. It's not weird at all because it's perfectly normal there. But in like English speaking countries, basically. But yeah, there are only a few examples of that in Polish. And sometimes people are even surprised that someone's name isn't Adrianna, that it's Ada, you know? It's kind of like, it's a whole thing. But yeah, but there are only a few examples of that. Yeah, January. January is also a name in Polish. January Brunow, one of the best dub actors, you know. Oh, I learned that in Thai language, depending on what day of the week you were born, your name will begin with a specific letter. Oh, wow. That's something. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Paula and Paulina are very confusing. And many times also, you know, people don't like certain shorts or certain diminutives of their names. And you know, you also have to like listen to them and you know use the ones that they like. But that can be a thing in any language because pretty much anywhere you get diminutives and shorts for names, right? Also in Finland and in some Scandinavian countries, there is this thing that people have double names, like Anne Marie or something like that, you know? Like they just have like two names with like a dash, and you're just supposed to use both of them as one name, right? I mean, it's kind of like in English, there is something like that too, like Mary Jane or something, but yeah, but it's just very common there. Huh. Oh yeah, there is one diminutive that I don't like of my name, and it's Martusia. I hate this. Oh my god, it's so horrible. Martunia is fine, but Martusia I can't. I just can't. Oh, he sent me the picture. Okay. You can't see his whole face, but wait. Wait for a bit. I will just save it and put it on the screen, not capture the screen. Uh, because there's another one for the face as well. Very cute. Okay, picture. Can you see it? Oh, it's really big. Wait. Shrink, please. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay, that's about enough, I guess. That's what it looks like. And for the face, I will give you another one. Yeah, this is the face in detail. Very nice. No, wait. This, okay. Yeah, it's basically the style of that tattoo artist. She like all of her tattoos look very similar, like in this style, you know. Yeah, the lining is really nice. That's true. Is the fox wearing glasses? No, it's me. Wait, I'll give him a screenshot of your of your response. He's smirking. No. No, only because he didn't tell me what he. I mean, I didn't ask. And probably that's why he didn't tell me. But I mean, I know some of the ideas that he has for future tattoos, so I guess I guess I could guess, but he's definitely not getting a tattoo of me. He's not that kind of person, fortunately. It really fits my imagination of him. Tattoo of this screenshot. That would be a lot of ink if he wanted to make it black. Because I have black YouTube. And like the text could be the color of his skin instead of white. I don't know. It's super cringy. Bye. Thanks for being here. Mm-hmm. Kevin, you have to be really old. Yeah, my mom is not really very good with computers either. She has like a little laptop that she uses sometimes. It's a success that she has a smartphone. She's had it like for a while now, and she's pretty good with it, I guess. But obviously, I was always, or my brother were always the ones who did all the tech stuff. And whenever something breaks, my mom immediately calls me. Yeah, exactly. I mean, a breakup is always possible. And yeah, tattooing someone's face on you. I am not even that. Um, I I am also pretty skeptical about like kid tattoos. It's way better than your partner because a kid that's something that you have for life, you know. So that's fine, I guess. But I would just like think of how this kid would react in the future that I have a tattoo of them being a baby or something. It's like I don't know. But yeah, tattooing your partner is just it's kind of silly, honestly. Or someone's name or something. I mean, you can also cover up a tattoo instead of removing it, right? Like try to change it into something else, but it's not always that easy. Sometimes it's even impossible to do, or it just doesn't look very good afterwards. Oh, I mean, a grandma using WhatsApp, not something. That's the level that my boyfriend's grandma has. My grandma doesn't even like she barely even calls on the phone. She never even texted or anything. That's too much for her. Yeah, I would never tattoo a face, even if it's a fictional face, because it's just kind of creepy to me. Like you stand in the mirror and you see a face on your body. That's just weird. Oh no. I mean, if you do matching tattoos, at least do them together. You know? It's it's weird. Someone has a certain tattoo and you just go like they've had it for years and you just go and get a same one, like a copy of that tattoo just to match. That's super weird. Hi Ben. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, even on someone you see a face tattooed. Is that the definition of two-faced people? Yeah, I mean, if you get well, sometimes you need to like if wait. Sometimes you just tattoo a character on you, right? Or like a symbol that needs to be a person or something. But usually those tattoos are very abstract and artsy, so it's not exactly like you have a detailed face there, right? I am very picky with tattoos. I don't really like text tattoos that much, especially that my brain would go freaking crazy because if I wanted to get a text tattoo, that would be a lyric from a song, and I would just have this song in my mind all the freaking time, unless it was on my back or something, and I wouldn't see it all the time. It's the same thing like with tattooing food. I would just be hungry all the time looking at it. And same with lyrics. If I just looked at it sometimes I would have this song in my head all the time and I would start to hate it. So definitely not a good idea for me. Yeah, if it's a mermaid, I guess. Like if you get like a fantasy character or um just like sometimes it's smaller and it's not that detailed, or even if you get a mermaid it might not even have a face, it can be just like blank or something, so, or covered in like other ornaments or whatever. So yeah, so in this case I guess it's fine. It's not as creepy. Yeah, animals are really, really cool for tattooing. I am kind of thinking of getting an animal tattoo. I'm not going to tell you what exact animal, but because I don't want to jinx it, and then, we're gonna be like, hey, what about that idea of a tattoo of a certain animal? And I would be like, nah, that's in the past. Yeah, but I am thinking about that. Yeah, especially that animals, I mean, many animals aren't really that complicated, and you can just like make a very simplified version if it's a very specific looking animal that you can't really confuse it with anything else, that you can like only get like a shape of it or something, and it'll be like, yeah, it's this animal. That's also kind of cool. Actually, my boyfriend has a wolf on his chest right here. A wolf with a raven. And well, a fox is also an animal, right? But yeah, it is kind of too common these days, I guess. But he got got this tattoo in like 2010, like really long time ago. He was barely 18. Like he was 19, I think. Oh, a lot of ocean animals, like sea life. Yeah, birds are really, really nice as well. Okay. A bird from The Sims 4. Yeah, it's very symbolic. Flying pigeon from The Sims 3, yeah. Pretty much the same thing. Yeah, like seagulls from The Sims 4. Technically, tattoos are erasable. It's just a little bit complicated. And I heard that it's more painful than getting the tattoo. What's really the most common tattoo? Like something that gets overdone so much. That's, like back in the day tribals were a thing, right? And yeah, those are definitely overdone a little bit, right? They're not in style anymore that much, but I guess a lot of people have them now because of that trend, roses, yeah, or like tiny flying birds as well, like just like shadows of birds. But roses. Oh man, roses are so overdone. Oh my god. Especially like usually women get roses, right? But yeah, it's like they can be very different from one another, but in many tattoos there is like a rose thing. You know, if it's a frame, it can just be a rose, but it can also be like in some kind of text, you know? Yeah, so roses, definitely roses. Yeah, you guys are right. An anchor. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to get an anchor once. Because I just like marine stuff. So it would kind of have a meaning for me, I guess. But yeah, but they are so overdone that I don't think I will get one. Angel wings. Oh my god, you're on your back. No. Like Doda in Poland. She has like there's this like singer celebrity person, and she has wings on her back, kind of like as if they were really real wings. Roses that look like cabbage, actually. Oh wow. Like I would be really bad with also a lot of pictures, I think, because if I tattooed a dream catcher on me, for example, I would just sing LP all the time. Even if it wouldn't say the word dream catcher, it would just be a dream catcher. I would be like dream catcher all the freaking time, and I love this song. I don't want to sing it all the time. I don't want to have it in my brain all the time. And that would be the case for many other objects that I could tattoo. Fortunately, I mean, I don't know a song that has rhombus in the lyrics, so there's at least that. Doda actually says she wants to erase the tattoos. Huh. Okay. Yeah, dates are a thing. Stars on collarbones. Fingertips and collarbones. If I caught you on your own, would you mind my hand stitched into yours? Yeah, stars on collarbones was probably something I missed because it was too early or something. Stars are cool, I guess. It's like a universal, universal shape that you can get. Um, yeah, it's like like you can get like a tiny star somewhere, and it's just cute. You can totally treat it as a beauty mark. It's kind of like timeless, and if you don't get like the same thing that millions of people are getting, like stars on collarbones, just like a star somewhere, I mean, like you can't really go wrong with it, I guess. It's just a star, especially if it's tiny. The whole 10-minute version of All Too Well. I don't think I know this song exactly like by every word, and also there's one really bad word in there. One. um but technically I could, I guess. Tumblr quotes. Oh no, please don't. Do you know someone who has a Tumblr quote tattooed on them? No. Wouldn't that be just like Lana Del Rey lyrics? Hmm. Like no pain, no gain? On his forearm when he was like 15? Oh, that's illegal. I mean, if he had a permit from his parents, then that's fine, I guess. But the parents, though. Nah, I mean, I was thinking of singing the 10-minute version of on the New Year's Eve stream because I am pretty sure that I will be streaming on New Year's Eve on the Polish channel. And last year we had a karaoke, and my throat stopped existing. But yeah, I think we could do that. Even if it has one bad word, I think I can live with that. I got my tattoo at 23 and it's a UFO with get in loser. No regrets. Ah, that's nice. I mean, anything that is referring to like space and aliens and stuff like that, that's really cool stuff to me. No, no, I will never sing me hee hee. Hoo 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 hoo. No, I mean this song is really catchy though. I don't really like it, but it's catchy. I gotta give it that. Um, yeah, I once had pajamas with UFO and saying I need space. So yeah, like anything like that is cool. If I had a tattoo, it would be a simple stick man. I totally respect that. I got my first tattoo at 29. I wasn't 30 yet. What is a semicolon? 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 What is that? Oh! Isn't that like mental health symbol? I was actually thinking of getting that. Like when you tattoo it on your wrist. Isn't that a symbol for that? It's like the blinking eyes in an emoji. One blinking eye. I started drinking before I was 18. And smoking too, I think. Maybe it was my 18th birthday when I smoked for the first time, actually. I mean, like the party for my 18th birthday, so I was already 18 for like. I had been already 18 for like a month then, I think. So, okay, but drinking definitely earlier. I mean, like, not like super earlier, like a year earlier. Oh, a year before. Half a colon. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of. You tattooed half a colon? Stop. Stop right there. Yes, it is a symbol of mental health, specifically those who struggle with suicide and depression. Yeah. Or like anxiety as well, I guess, right? Like basically just serotonin stuff. Hi, Kiwi. But you got it on your finger instead of wrist. Oh, that's cool. Kind of like a ring. There's this marriage of YouTubers in Poland. The guy is one of the, maybe not one of the most popular channels, but like he's very popular. And they are both very tattooed. And instead of getting, when they were getting married, instead of getting rings, they tattooed like keys on their fingers, which I actually find really cool. I mean, if they, like get a divorce, that's gonna be kind of strange, I guess, but not really that much, because when you divorce someone, this person will always be somehow important in your life, especially that they have a child. So, yeah, it's actually kind of cool. And it's also probably a little bit more comfortable for people who don't like to wear this kind of like jewelry on their fingers, and it would just be uncomfortable for them, but they want to have some kind of symbol of the marriage. You spent your 18th birthday in a gym? I hope that was a good birthday, despite of that. um, I can't remember my 18th birthday, like the day. Huh, that's strange that I can't remember that. I mean, it was a long ago, but I wasn't in the best place back then. So yeah, I really don't remember it. I remember a lot of stuff that happened right afterwards, but I don't remember the exact day. I can remember getting my ID, like the day after, I guess. I went to the like city hall or whatever to get my ID. But the exact day, I can't remember. I can remember the exact day of my 17th birthday, but I can't remember the 18th. That's weird. Oh, colorful tattoo removal is much more complicated and painful than black. Oh, okay. Good to know. Interesting. Are we really just doing two topics today? Just, of course, language as always, and this time tattoos. You remember 17, but do you remember 22? Um, I think? I'm not sure. I definitely wasn't listening to Taylor Swift that much back then, so it wasn't like a thing, you know? I mean, I knew the song, but it was just like, yeah. Now it's a meme because I actually love Taylor Swift. So it's just a crime not to do it whenever there's a number 22, you know? But back then, it wasn't really that much of a thing, and I think I remember my 21st birthday, but 22nd? I don't know. I'm not sure. Do you mean passport? No, I mean an ID. ID. Like the main document that you use. I mean, at least in Poland, it's the main document. Like when you're 18, you get an ID and you show the ID to like buy alcohol or whatever. Passport is not really that much of a thing in Poland. A lot of people don't have one, I guess. Like, my passport, I think it expired in like 2005. I don't know. Like, my passport is so out of date. I don't need it because we are in the European Union, and if I just want to go to like Germany or whatever, I don't need it. So yeah, I just can like have my ID and that's enough. So yeah, if I ever want to go to a country that is outside of the European Union or on another continent, obviously, then I will just have to like get a passport because my passport is somewhere back in my mom's house, like beneath everything with my picture being 10 years old or something. Like, that's what I remember about my passport. Because last time I used it was actually when Poland wasn't in the European Union yet. So, yeah. Do you like Taylor's song Nothing New? I guess. I think I listened to it like twice. But it was fine. Was your ID expiring? Yeah. I changed it in 2020. And it was actually pretty convenient because of the pandemic, because I just sent a picture that I already had and that I liked very much, so it wasn't like you have to go to the photographer, and picture they take of you is crap and you look like crap. You know, I actually sent a picture that was fine for the ID, and also I liked it very much. So finally I have an ID picture that I actually like, and I feel like I look like myself on that picture. So it was a professionally taken picture, but yeah, like I didn't have to get a new one or whatever. They were a little bit more flexible with the rules. It might have not been like perfect for an ID, but you know, it was just complicated to go places back then. It was like very deeply in the pandemic, in November, the first year that the pandemic started, so like half a year after it started. And yeah, and I just basically did everything online. The only thing that I had to do was go to the town hall to just collect it, to collect the new ID, to just get it physically. And yeah, and other than that, everything was just done online, and I was so happy. I mean, pandemic is still here technically. Some people are saying like, "Oh, when the pandemic was here, you know, like during the pandemic I was blah blah," like in the past tense. I even caught myself today or yesterday, I can remember, but texting that, "Oh, during the pandemic I did something," and then I was like, I like corrected myself that I mean like the beginning of the pandemic before the vaccines and everything. And yeah, but like the pandemic itself is still here. My country's president was absolutely horrible during the pandemic. We've had a horrible president for 5 years or six now, so. But it's always bad to have and bad to hear. So I'm sorry. Well, if it's in the past tense, maybe it changed for the better at least. I hope. Hi 2020. Good to see you. Good to see you 2 years later. I mean, just when we're talking about the pandemic and the beginning of the pandemic, 2020 pops up in the chat. What the hell? I mean, the at least the one good result of the pandemic is that, at least for Poland, that didn't have that much, like not really that much stuff was possible to do online. You know, you had to go places, and it was just like very traditional, let's say. Um, and during the pandemic, finally there were some, like there was necessity, there was the need for online stuff, for just doing stuff without leaving your house. And yeah, and a lot of things changed thanks to that, and now we can still do some stuff online thanks to that, because people really, and like institutions and everything, saw that it can be done, you know. What is your favorite episode of Brace Face? Holy crap, I don't know. Oh my god, that's such a hard question. I would have to go through the playlist and like remind myself of the episode. Like, I really haven't watched it for a while. I think I need to rewatch it these days. Like soonish. I need a playlist. Brace face playlist. It's on YouTube. Okay. Oh my god. I mean, I kind of like the one called the divorce thing. I am not sure if this is the episode that I'm thinking about. Um, wait, I need to skip the ad because I'm on another account where I don't have premium. I have premium as my Polish channel, not as this one. I mean, it's a Google account, but I have two different, emails for those two channels for some reason. Anyway, um, yeah, this is the one. This is the one where Sharon is trying to get her parents back together. Because her mom is dating someone else and she is just like not okay with it for a minute there. And yeah, I really like this one and I really remember it well for some reason. For some reason I like it very much. I don't know. But I also kind of like the election and oh man, there's so many. There are only like 50 something episodes of the whole thing. Oh wait, no, it's 76 actually. That's a lot. Yeah, like 76 episodes of the whole thing, but I can't really choose one. Oh, I really like the one while you were sleeping when Maria was finally getting some rest and like the band and Sharon they had to like take care of some stuff alone. Yeah, I really like that episode too. I forgot you speak English in this channel. This channel is older. Just a friendly reminder that this channel is older than the Polish one. This was first. The English one was first. Oh yeah, when Alden loses his memory, that's also. But it was kind of cheesy in some places. So I was like, okay. But yeah, but it's a beautiful episode in many places. Hello, YouTuber. You look really nice today. Thank you. YouTuber. Predictions for Sims 5. Why do you need predictions if we were just given it like on a plate with like footage and everything? Whatever, man. I don't really care that much. And why would I even try to predict anything if I really can't? It's. Nah. Yeah, online shopping is much more common, especially for groceries, because that wasn't really that much of a thing um, before the pandemic, right? Because, for clothes and electronics and stuff like that, you usually just order it online. I mean, maybe not clothes that much, but electronics definitely. Like, I hardly ever go to a store to buy an electronic, like when I need, I don't know, like headphones or something. It's no. Never. I mean, I did that like once back in 2019 when I got these that are actually kind of broken by now. I mean, they're not broken, but they are, you know, you know. I use them around the house when I'm like cooking and listening to something. Oh, I think I. No, I didn't turn them on. Yeah, so that was the last. That was the last purchase that I actually did in a store for electronics. I think that was 2018. Oh Jesus, might have been. Just go there, please. Thank you. I was probably not even born when you started this channel. I'm like 2 years old. Wow, you're really verbal for a 2-year-old. Very eloquent 2-year-old. Are these urbaneers? No, it's like rebel something, like with like a cancer. Can't remember the name. This channel was made in March 2014. So it's gonna be 8 years next March. And I was 22. Almost. I wasn't 22 yet. I was 21 actually. Was I? Yeah. Huh. I was a baby. Cancer phones, yeah. No, I really can't remember. It's like with like claws. Like crab claws. I don't know. Wait. Fresh and Rebel. That's the company. That's the brand. Yeah. It's a clam. Okay, sorry. Oh yeah, it will be 9 years. Because it will be 2023. Yeah, well, I was almost 22 and I will be almost 31. Yeah, 9 years definitely. Jesus, that's 9 years. It's crazy. I don't remember when I found out about your channel, but I remember I was very surprised you had a Polish one. Yeah, there are a few people like that. Yeah. I mean, I didn't watch any YouTube channels when I was 14, but yeah, I can kind of get that. These are Christmas lights. You can't really see it very well. What if I hold it like this? Nah. They are actually like red, blue, green, orange, but all you can see is just like a blue blob. Blue blob. Blah blah. How long do your monthly talks usually last? Like 2 hours, I think? 2 or maybe 3 sometimes? Yeah, I think when I feel like it, I will just end. When I'm tired. I usually don't stream for longer than 3 hours because I am just not made for that. Yes, my radiator is warm, this thing. What's your opinion about Christmas? I mean, I'm not big on Christmas. It's fine. I think I like more... Wait. I like things around Christmas more than the actual Christmas, and I think that's the case for a lot of other people. When it comes to like the Eve and everything, I don't really. Whatever. I mean, it can be a good time to visit someone and like spend some time with family and see my cat or something, but other than that, I don't really pay that much attention to it, especially that I am not religious. So it's just like, yeah, it's just like a tradition to me. I think the best Christmas Eve I've ever had was when I was there were two Christmas Eves like that, but the first one of them was the best one. When it was just me and my boyfriend, and we did whatever the hell we wanted to. In the pandemic, of course, like at the beginning of the pandemic. So this is the last stream ever. No, yeah, this is the last monthly talk stream. I will probably stream something like Sims sometimes maybe, and maybe we will have a talking stream, but I just don't want it to be this regular thing anymore. Uh, Duh. Of course, people celebrate Christmas in Poland. It's technically not a religious country, but it is. Like, they keep saying that it's not, but it's a Catholic country. Like, totally. So, yes, Christmas is actually a big deal here. Like, the traditional Christmas for most, or at least, maybe not most, but for many Polish people, is that you get a lot of people at the table. You know, like 20 people, like aunts and cousins and grandma's sisters and like everyone, you know? But it's not like that for everyone. But I guess this is like the traditional, like the main idea for Christmas, that at the Christmas Eve you just sit with a bunch of people and you start to argue about stupid shit like politics and stuff, and it just flows. I've only heard that I've only heard that it's like by far the most religious country in Europe. I'm not sure if the most, but like definitely at the top somewhere. Yeah. I mean, there is a statistic that like 96 or something percent of people in Poland are Catholic, but well, there are a lot of people like me who are technically Catholics, still in the statistics, but not really. You know, um, you can like opt out of the church, but to me it's just too much effort. Maybe I will do it someday. I am not really saying that I'm not going to do that ever, but I don't like to talk to people, so it's like, well, I don't really care that much. Yeah, so like the statistics shows a very high number, but really there are plenty of people who don't either practice, or they don't even believe in God like me. So yeah. It's definitely, the older the person, the more religious they might be. Like, this is kind of like a rule, I guess. Of course, there are some old atheists, obviously, but usually, like, the more age they have and the more experience they have, it's yeah, those are the most religious people, usually because they are very tied to tradition and stuff. I mean, I also don't celebrate Christmas for religious reasons, and actually, I think a lot of people don't even think about Jesus when they celebrate Christmas. Yeah, totally. Yeah, for me, Christmas is a good time to just like take a breath, right? That's why I'm taking 6 days off. Especially that it's also cold outside, and it's nice to just just get cozy and just eat something nice, talk to some people, um, and yeah, and just like rest. But not really that many people rest during Christmas because there's a lot of pressure sometimes. And yeah, it's not really that good for a lot of people. And also, there's this thing that you're at the table with your family and they ask you uncomfortable questions and you don't know how to respond. And yeah, I think it's like that for a lot of people, not only in Poland. Has someone ever sent you some questionable pics in the past? I will not answer this question because if I say no, then definitely I will get a picture like that, like right now. So, not answering. I don't know what rest is. I have to bake a cheesecake for Jesus. It's Jesus cake. Yeah, a lot of people, maybe not a lot, but some people who are not very accepting of people not being religious, they are like, oh, you don't believe in God, you don't care about Jesus, and you celebrate Christmas. I have a day off, so why not? I mean, I can work on Christmas, but yeah, but it's just, as I said, it's just a good time to take a breath. No, not jizz cake. Oh my god. No! Stop it. Also, that's a Catholic thing, right? That we actually like fast during the holidays. I mean, like up until the first day of Christmas, the 25th, and on Christmas Eve you're not supposed to eat meat except fish, so yeah, and a lot of people actually stick to this tradition. My mom, for example, she loves meat, all meat. I am pescatarian, so Christmas Eve is perfectly fine for me. But yeah, but on Christmas Eve, I don't think she ever had meat, like except fish, because fish is meat too. But like, that's a rule. It's stupid, but anyway, um, yeah. So yeah, a lot of people just really stick to that rule. Yeah, an alternate universe where Christmas actually lets you have a full day off without the social obligation to spend it uncomfortably with pushy relatives. Oh, how beautiful would that be? Such a relief for many people. But, well, technically, you're not obligated to go to your family for Christmas, but if you don't, oh, God. You're gonna have a bad time. Wait, I wanted to actually take a picture of this to show you on the screen what it really looks like. Wait. Oh, that's beautiful. Wait, now I need to transfer it. Save. Picture. This is what the lights really look like. This is it. They're a little bit blurry on the picture too, but It's so different, so much different. So, what do you think about non-binary people? What do you think about people who have green eyes? They exist. And that's it. Yeah. Well, my webcam isn't very good. I'm actually thinking of getting a better one. But well, technically, I think I could, uh, like change the colors a little bit. But I don't think that will change the lights really, because it's just a matter of how detailed the lens is, you know? Oh, I am very illuminated right now. How do I change that? Oh, okay. Well, wait. Well, that's cool. Now you totally can't see my hair that is actually blue. You like the lights are all blue, but my hair that is blue is not blue. What the hell? Okay, I am canceling that because and it froze for a while. Okay. Well, my boyfriend has green eyes actually, so I agree. Yeah, I mean LEDs might be like that. That they are just a blob. I actually have like a Polish Patreon. I don't need that. I'm fine. Like I really don't need your money to buy stuff. I will buy a new computer in January too. I am talking about that in the Genesis that will be on Thursday, Wednesday for members, because you can actually support this channel being a member. You can join. So if you want to help with the webcam, yeah, but no, I mean I already have one separate site for support, which is Patronite. It's exactly the same thing as Patreon. It's just Polish. So getting a Patreon as well, nah, that's too much. No, not coffee. Is that coffee or Ko-fi or Ko-fi? I don't know. But I saw that you have to put all your like credit card data in there, and I don't really like that. I like places where people can just pay with PayPal or like just like a transfer. That they don't have to put all this like fragile data in. You know, I'm not sure how the Polish Patreon works really with that, but I am pretty sure that you can pay with PayPal there. So it's been a while since I supported anyone on there, so I can't remember. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that you can just like do it with PayPal. I am what? Have you even seen the videos I do outside? Have you seen how freaking anxious I am to do it? I cannot film in public. It's like it's barely possible for me to do. It's just like super scary. Oh, please don't you don't know. You don't have to explain why you can't support someone. Like I'm fine, really. It's not like without my viewers' money I can't buy something. It's not that bad. I'm just kind of wondering if I really need a webcam because I just kind of quit streaming, I guess, because I ended I quit my Twitch situation after a year, and this also is the last talking stream, a regular one. So I won't really be streaming that much, but I was thinking to just get a better webcam for just like recording videos, you know. But I'm afraid that I just have really bad lighting in here, and maybe I could fix it with better lighting. Maybe a slightly more expensive webcam wouldn't really be the the solution for that. No, I don't have another job besides YouTube. Maybe you can call my Polish channel a first job and this channel a second job. But other than that, I don't do anything else. It really takes up all my time. Yeah, especially that I sometimes, I mean, especially like these days in December, I have to do stuff when it's already dark outside. So that is definitely not helping. But I would probably have to like refurnish the study here to really get like really proper lighting. Because I don't know if I can fit this here. I will have to move my desk a little bit or something. And then my cables for my screens would be too short. So like it's a thing. How is your plant lattice going doing? It's not doing anything. Like I haven't touched it. I told you that we would go back to it in 2023, and that felt far away then because I was like, yeah, I need a few months, and I really haven't touched it since then. Hang up on the wall, you have to like have a needle there. Needle? No, not a needle. Like a nail there to hang it up. I definitely prefer a standing one because that's too much work to like assemble it when it's a wall one. But the webcam itself isn't really very good either. Like I would like it to have like more depth, just because I feel like the webcam itself is also, even in normal lighting, it's not exactly showing normal colors, and there's only so much you can do, like, fixing up the colors, the parameters of the colors. But yeah, so I'm really thinking of getting a new one. I would sell this one, so it's not really that much of a loss, I guess. Well, it's not a renting issue. It's more of like, I can I even do it? Like, I don't even have like the gear for it, you know, to just have a nail in my wall all of a sudden. I don't have a good camera for um for like connecting it to the PC and stuff, because uh the one, like, I am this close, because the one that you can with like uh the Canon software is like the camera I have, but Mark 3, and I believe mine is Mark 1 or something. Like, it's the same model, but just the mark is different. Like, it's kind of in a different version, and mine is not good for it. But if it was like a little bit more expensive, then it would. So, and it's definitely much more expensive to get a camera, you know, like a full camera, than a webcam. Always have a drill with you. Do you think I can use it? Do you think my boyfriend can use it? Do you think I wanna get a stranger in here to just have one nail in the wall? No. There won't be a next monthly talk, but you can watch all of the talks we had in the past. They are saved on the channel. Also, I think even if I could attach my camera, I always wonder how I would deal with um like the power for the camera, because it has like a battery that I can uh charge in a charger, but you can't like connect it to like just straight to like electricity and just just give it power all the time. So I don't know how that would work even. What time is it in Poland? It's 9:17 p.m. And pay to get that nail in the wall, yeah. No, definitely a standing one would be so much better. Just charge them off the streams. Well, my camera can only go for like 40 minutes of recording, and it's down, and it's dead. I have two batteries for it, but and I can like switch them up, but I would have to do it during the like I stopped using that camera because it was just uh so much effort to especially if I wanted to record something longer, like I'm talking about something for like 50 minutes, then or like an hour or something, then I would have to like change the battery and then charge the other battery because this battery will be dead in 40 or 30 minutes as well, so I will have to change it again. So yeah, hi everyone, we have 40 minutes, let's go. Exactly. So yeah, this camera isn't very good for recording longer things. It has good quality. The sound is also pretty good. It's Canon G7X, by the way. So yeah, so like for the streaming software, I have Canon G7X Mark 1, I believe, or maybe 2, I can't even remember, but definitely not 3. And Mark 3 is the one that you can actually connect. So yeah, maybe Mark 3 is better, like maybe it can actually charge normally, like through a cable, but yeah, it's really annoying. And also with many cameras, you can only record the stuff for 20 minutes at a time, so you have to like, you know, like really like remember about it. I mean, you will see that it stopped recording, but maybe it will like cut half your sentence or something. And yeah, and then you have to, turn it on again, like the recording. And it's a whole thing. Like back in the day, I would change the settings to 720p just so that I could record longer, so that I could record for 40 minutes straight, because it's a matter of how much storage it takes, the recording. And there aren't that many cameras who don't have this, because this is like a tax thing that you have to pay more tax or pay something additional to make a camera that can record longer or like bigger files than like 4 GB or something. It's really weird, but it is a thing. I am pretty sure that with the streaming, it wouldn't be a problem, like the only recording for a certain amount of time, but the charging would be so much effort, and it would be so annoying. Especially if I have it assembled somewhere here and I have to like, dig through it to change the battery. That would be, oh god. Definitely a webcam is so much more convenient. I do have a pretty decent lighting here. You can see it. You can see it right here. But it's technically not a professional lighting for making videos. So it's just a lamp that has uh cold light. It can be cold, it can be more yellow, it can be like half and half. It's basically 3 modes. So I like it very much, but it would be nice to have it evened out, to have also a light here on this side instead of just like a normal lamp hanging in here that is actually yellow and probably a little bit too strong. How is your throat doing? Haven't seen you drink anything yet? What about this? This is a drink. This is tea. And I drink it all the time. My throat is okay, but it's starting to feel weird. Oh wait, I will also show you what my hair looks like really, because I have a bunch of pics. Uh no, this is not it. Wait. Where do I have this? Maybe I will just show you my Facebook profile pic. Yeah, wait. It's too big as always. This is the real shade of my hair right now. Wait. Where is the red? the it's on both sides. It's on both sides, but there's more of it on this side, I think. Yeah. And you can't see the blue and you can't see the red either, but the red is actually because of the sweater, I think, because of the cardigan. Because all I have here is reddish, and this is actually hair. Your audio is the best. Was the setup for that? Oh, thank you. Okay. So this is, wait. Samson 2Q what? Q2U dynamic microphone. It's not even that expensive. The disadvantage of this microphone, because it's not a very expensive dynamic microphone, is that please bring pizza pronto, that it has a lot of plosives. So a pop filter is mandatory for it. Still, it does plosives a lot, but it's a lot better with the thingy. Yeah, I got a dynamic microphone. It's like $100, I think. Maybe it's like $80, I think. Maybe. Like, it depends on the store, probably. But, like, generally it's like $80 to $100, so it's not really that expensive for a microphone, and it's really good. And I got a dynamic one because I have a lot of echo in this room, even though I have panels. There's a panel here as well. I'm touching the sponge right now. Yeah, and still it's very echoey, and I don't want to get, like, rugs or whatever, and any more panels. So I just went with a microphone that would be better for an echoey room, and I am really happy with it. I do have a condenser microphone too. It's Novox NCX, but my boyfriend actually uses it for work right now. I do sometimes get it when I record with someone, with him, or like, it's very rare, but if I need to record with another person, I need a condenser microphone, because a dynamic microphone, you kind of have to have it very close to your mouth, or it just won't, like, catch what you're saying, right? So it's not very good for two people speaking to one microphone. Okay. Yeah, I agree that blue looks very good on me, but in this light it looks gray. I do have gray hair, but it's covered now. My throat actually has been better because I've been taking care of my nose a lot. You know, those things are very connected, the ears as well. Yeah, so I don't get as many like liquids falling down, you know, especially when I'm talking. So it's a lot better. Yeah, and I will probably keep taking care of it, because it's actually a problem where I just now realize, when I took care of it a little bit, that I couldn't really breathe properly. And I didn't have the amount of energy that I should because of that, because maybe I was not getting enough oxygen in me or something because of the breathing problems. So yeah. that's a thing. And I also talked about it in the previous stream, I remember, because we were talking about like surgery and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't really need surgery, I don't think. At least they said I don't. My septum isn't that deviated. Oh yeah, it's happening, but it's been 2.5 hours. So I think I'm good. Usually after like 40 minutes. It's like the camera. Like the camera just knew what I needed when my throat wasn't working properly and my nose. Because, you know, it would just be dead after 40 minutes, like my throat. exactly like my throat. But now it's better. Really, 9 p.m. is past your bedtime? When do you get up? Because I get up at like 9:45. Also, there was you can always ask your neighbors for the gear for like getting the nail. Do you think I know my neighbors? I only know the dogs, okay, that live nearby. I know that the neighbors that live right here, after, like behind this wall, are going to have a baby, I think, and that they have a very cute dog, and that's all I know about them. All of it. I have a friend who got his nose broken when he was a teenager. He was doing boxing. Now he can't feel any smells and snorts wildly when he sleeps. Like snores or snorts? You mean he snores? Um, there's also one Polish YouTuber that doesn't have the sense of smell at all. That's like a trait about him, you know. But yeah, definitely after some kind of accident or like damage that you did to your nose, stuff like that can happen too. A lot of people actually, like some people actually have a deviated septum due to something that happened to their face, right? It was snores. Okay, yeah. Fortunately, I don't snore that much. Fortunately, it's just a little bit sometimes. It's kind of like everyone, I guess. Like if I get in a very weird position while sleeping, I will snore, but it's yeah, like everyone snores a little bit sometimes. Why do you give him something to smell? Isn't that rude? That's a little bit rude. That's mean. Ah, my nose is actually blocking a little bit. Well, we will be probably ending this in like 10 minutes or something. Like somewhere around the Pope hour. I see that you haven't noticed, but it's not really that easy to notice, I guess, that I have new glasses. um, the previous ones were really similar, so I don't blame you. When I actually got them today, and when I came back home, my boyfriend was just about to ask me to show the new glasses when he realized that I was actually wearing them already. That I came in them. Yeah, so like they are very similar. Like of course, you know, the lenses are stronger and it's a new prescription, but yeah, but I also got new. How do you say that? Wait, you know, like this, this thing. Wait, I need to learn this word. I need this word in my life. Oh, it's frames. Disappointing. It's yeah. Kelsey said that. So disappointing. Like sometimes you Google a word in English and it's just like a random word that you could just come up with, and it's like, oh, it's frames. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I got new frames as well because even though I didn't have to, but the previous ones were just cheap and not very good. They were very pretty, but like, and similar to these, but those ones would just move a lot and like slide from my nose a lot, you know, and they were just not stable, and they would also make noise when I moved them, like a lot of noise. There was like this clicking noise that I think I even mentioned when I got the glasses over a year ago in a video somewhere. Like, sorry for the clicking noises, but that's just my glasses. Is like when I was moving my face or when I was correcting the glasses on my nose because they were sliding from my nose a lot. Then yeah, they would just make a noise and the microphone would catch it, and it was just like kind of weird. But yeah, those are so much better. These are actually Ray-Bans. Very, very nice. I've only had them for a few hours, but they're very nice. Yeah, they do look more shiny because the previous ones had black here and here, so they didn't shine as much because of the black. Uh yeah, I think so. But those are also a little bit thicker, I think. Like the frame is just a tiny bit thicker than the other one, and that's why they are more stable, I guess. But also I think the lenses are, because I went to another place here because basically wherever they have the prettiest glasses, I get the lenses there too, right? So it was a different store this time, and also I feel like the lenses are different and they don't like you know, they don't get as much light on them or something. I don't know, I kind of feel like they're better. Yeah, I mean, it's perfectly normal to get similar glasses each time because, first of all, you get used to how you look in them, especially if you wear them all the time, like me. And also, like, if you find a style that you like, you just keep getting the same thing. That's normal. It's like a haircut, right? Like, you go to the dressers from time to time, and usually you just get the same thing each time because you just like it and you're used to it and you look good in it, and yeah. Yeah, they do show more of my face, but I think that's why someone said that my face is swollen because the other ones were more round and they were bigger on this side too. So they were kind of beyond my face, and I think my face might have looked a little bit thinner because of that. Today I looked in the mirror in these glasses and I was like, I have a really fat face. And it's because of these glasses. But other than that, they are almost identical like the other ones. Oh, purple magenta, that's nice. I wanted to get black ones because I sometimes like to wear gold as jewelry, like a necklace or something, and I just felt like if my glasses are silver, then that's gonna look stupid if I wear something golden, right? Um, so I wanted to get black ones so that I can wear both, you know, silver and gold. But I didn't really look that well in them. I felt like, nah, I'm just gonna get silver again. Because, like, I can live without that one gold necklace in the shape of planet Earth. Um, yeah, because I wouldn't really look that nice in black glasses. Like that, it's there's too much going on. Oh, changing glasses after 10 years and getting them completely different. You really needed a change, right? I think about Sims 2 glasses versus Sims 4 glasses. Yeah. Unless you have custom content for glasses for The Sims 2. I have a lot of them. A lot of pretty ones. But yeah, I get what you're saying. I mean, after 10 years, it's kind of hard to not get different ones because the fashion changed a lot probably during that time. Now, when I was looking for silver ones, I actually saw a lot of gold ones. And I was like, excuse me, do you have that in silver? Because gold doesn't really like go well with a lot of things, you know? But well, some people get purple magenta, so I guess a lot of people don't really care. I could not get similar ones because they were considered ugly at that time. Yeah, I remember seeing round glasses on someone for the first time, like a few years back, and I was like, that looks like Alexander Gogh from The Sims 2. That looks really bad. But it wasn't really long after that when I actually considered round glasses to be the prettiest ones. So yeah, like at first you're like, no, that's weird. But then you're like, hey, it actually looks really pretty. Oh, 80s style, yeah. I think I know what you mean. Yeah. Um I think at some point it might have been also in fashion to have 80s style glasses. I also see some shapes like at stores as well. I got colorful ones because they look more retro 80s vibes. Again, 80s. That's nice. I feel like I don't want glasses to do much with my face. You know? So I wouldn't get even black ones, let alone very colorful ones. My boyfriend actually has red glasses, even though he he has green eyes and pretty pale like pinky skin and light brown hair or something, like just like maybe like medium brown. And we weren't expecting it, but when he tried them on, they looked really good on him, and we just decided that, I mean, he decided that he wanted the red ones, and he looks really good in them. He only uses them for the computer and reading, but sometimes he forgets to take them off when he doesn't need them technically. But yeah, he has red ones, and that's fine too. When he was trying on the glasses, he got them before I got mine, and I was like I it was really funny to me for some reason, and I came up with these stereotypes for glasses, like, oh, you can either look like Peter Parker or like Harry Potter or like something. And whenever he tried on new pair, a new pair of glasses to check it out, I was like, nah, you look like Peter Parker, nah, you look like Harry Potter. And it's like, yeah. And only when he looked like nothing, when he looked just like him in glasses, it was fine. Does red go well with green? Only for Christmas, I think. It's like Christmassy colors. But the green has to be like really, really green. Like pine kind of green. Does anyone else have trouble finding glasses that look good with your eyebrows? I didn't think of that, but I guess like my glasses kind of cover up my eyebrows, and I'm fine with that. But sometimes it can feel like your eyebrows are kind of like pointy because they just like pop out, from like from the glasses, kind of like above them. So yeah, I kind of get that. Or if you have really thin eyebrows, then the frame can go exactly through it and just cover it up, and you look like you have no eyebrows, Oh, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Uh, Wait. Oh, we were supposed to actually finish by now. Okay, if you have anything else, I will give you like 3 minutes. If you have any questions still, there are 12 people watching right now. So I think it's about time to finish because people are going. I guess for a lot of people, it's just really late right now or really early. So that's fine. Yeah, I think at the peak there were 32 people, so if it's 12, it's a lot fewer than that. Um, oh no, they cover mine too, and they tend to look like a unibrow. It's called in English. But I don't see it most of the time. I think like I wasn't sure about this because this is very high, and I also kind of feel like the brows get connected because of that. But I think I'll get used to it. It's at least very comfortable because of that. It's 11:45 p.m. Oh man, that would be like almost sleepy time for me. It's like I can't really feel the moment when I should end because my throat is fine. I think it's gonna be so much different for the New Year's Eve stream if I keep this up because it's yeah, like it's gonna be so much more comfortable, so much different than last year. Well, it's a matter of taste, I guess. There are some people that like some people I followed or something, like on social media, of course, that used to wear glasses and they don't anymore, and I feel like they look like in my taste, they look so much less attractive without the glasses. It's kind of strange, but I mean, it's probably like it was totally their decision, and it's probably super comfortable for them now to not wear them. Um, Especially if maybe they got like a surgery for it, or maybe they are wearing lenses, contact lenses, and it's just so much better for them. So like sure, but I just have this like feeling like you look better in glasses. It's so weird. Nah, I am not able to do 12 hours because my throat wasn't the only problem. I am just like I can't imagine how people can do it. Like how are they physically able to stream for 12 freaking hours or 24 hours? It's beyond me. I cannot even think about that. It's way too much. 3 hours tops, maybe four. Okay, I'm gonna go. So thank you for being here on this last stream. So next year we will probably do like Q&As every 3 months, so you can prepare that somewhere in March, probably at the end of March if I remember about that. I mean, I can just put it in my calendar. My calendar is like the holiest thing of things. I don't know how I even worked without it before. It's not possible. Yeah, so we can prepare that somewhere at the end of March we will have some kind of Q&A. Maybe I will ask you in the community tab to ask me some questions, maybe on Twitter as well. Yeah, I have a Twitter, by the way. It's the Martigore, and I actually like do something there sometimes. Like I post things, like I tweet things. I mean, I have to have a Twitter because there was a series on this channel on Twitter about Twitter. Yeah, but I started using it again like 2 years ago, I think. Yeah, so happy holidays. Please get some rest. I'm begging you. Like, if you have to do something, then do it. But try to find the time to get some rest, like real rest. Yeah, take a breath. And I will see you next year. I mean, the Genesis will still be here 2 days from now, but other than that, I will see you next year. So, Happy New Year as well. And, yeah. Just, have a nice life. And maybe Planet Alades will be somewhere there in 2023, maybe in like June or something. Technically, it's supposed to be right after the Genesis, but we'll see about that. I don't know. Okay, happy holidays again. Don't eat too much because that's not very wise. And just like eat in parts. If you have to eat so much food, just eat it in parts. That's healthier. And yeah, as always, thank you very much for watching. What's going on? Something like a video, and see you in the next one.